Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon, the most expensive episode thus far. Today we're going to be opening a box of Dragon Ball Z Super card game cards set Clash of Fates. I'm really into card games, I always have been. I have been really into the Dragon Ball card game. I'm not a big fan of what they've done with the game of late. They have a habit of underproducing sets and making cards really expensive and hard to get on the secondary market, but that's just a factor of card games, I suppose. Anyways, this is an old set. It's a very cheap set, actually. It was one of the ones that was quite overproduced. My local game store has boxes and boxes and boxes of them in the past that were left over, so I've got them for quite a discount. I'll be opening them. It was a fun set. Now, this one was one of their theme sets. It wasn't a main set, so it was based off of like matchups from the past. It had when Goku first went Super Saiyan and he fought Frieza. All of the SPRs, which are like the alternate arts in the set, had like little catchphrases from the characters on them. There's cards from the Bardock movie. All of that stuff. It's a really pretty set. You can actually see an example of one of those on the front here. That's the Goku Super Saiyan card, and I believe he says it's over Frieza. Yeah, it says it's over Frieza across it. And the Frieza one says that hurts, and the Piccolo one says we can win, and so on and so forth. They're all very interesting. I quite enjoy them. There's not a lot in here that's worth any real money. Some of the SPRs I think are worth like $20 to $30. I think the Secret Rare, which is a Frieza card, which is why I like it, is like $30 Canadian-ish. I haven't looked in a long time because they have been irrelevant for ages. Although the Bardock cards are probably going to go up a little bit in value because of the new set coming out that reprints them. But anyways, we give us an excuse to use the sleeves we got from those weird packs the other day. So I will open this with my knife carefully so as not to damage the cards. Come on. I'm not very good at this. You stay there. Oh, I should have cut it more. I should have cut it more. Let's see, what have we got? Do you remember when packs were meant to be displayed like this in shops? I do. It doesn't happen anymore. So we're just gonna yoink them out onto the table and yammer a bit more about my love of Dragon Ball cards. So I've always been a fan of Dragon Ball Z. I wasn't really allowed to watch it when I was a kid, but we didn't have cable, so it didn't really matter. I kind of saw it on VHS at some point, and that was about the most I ever got to see it. I really, really like the character Frieza. I've always liked his design. I've always thought he was a really, really cool looking character. Found I like the design of Frost better, but still, my love of Frieza has remained. So what we're looking for in the set is I'm actually looking for Bardock cards. Conveniently, there's a Bardock pack right here, especially the SPRs and the foils, because as I mentioned earlier, there is a new set of Bardock support cards that are coming out soon in March, dating this video a little bit, and I'm going to try to make that deck. I already have the old one complete, and I want to make the new one, so we'll get into that. I'm just going to zoom in halfway, so we can see the cards a bit better. So a win would be any of the Bardock cards foil, any Frieza cards foil, and of course the Secret Rare would be great. So these packs should have the foil in the back. This is one of the Bardock cards I was talking about, Fasha. So if you've watched the series, you probably know these characters. Of course, we've got Piccolo. This is one of the leader cards, so they're double-sided. So you awaken them. I'm not going to go into the game's mechanics too heavily, but a little bit similar to Kaijudo, a little bit similar to, I believe it's called Masters. No, what is it called in Commander? Commander in Magic, where you have a leader card. Foils should be in the back. Every couple of packs you'll get a foil common and, well, a foil common or uncommon, and then you should get a rare in every pack. This set also came with, and it was on the box. You are guaranteed one of each of these cards. And this was back when the Broly movie came out. So these are supposed to be from the Broly movie, and the Secret Rare is too. So this is Chilai, Broly's, I guess, fan-issued love interest. that can have a sleeve. There we go. We'll actually put it back there. And count it as a win, even though it's not particularly that great. This is the art for the alt art of the Frieza, by the way. Evolutionary Process Frieza. I want these foil for sure, because this is one of the cards that will be played in the new deck. Ever dependable Bulma. Assimilate. Assimilate. Sorry. Ah, there we go. So this is the non-alt art of that card. So this is when him and Goku were having their beam struggle after Goku had given him energy to escape and he'd been cut in half by his own attack. Not a big fan of this art, although it is pretty cool. Final Showdown Frieza. It's a nice card. It was actually quite expensive for a while. It's not anymore, but it is a very pretty card, and I will definitely put that in the back. That's a win. I mean, like I say, I've actually not even watched all of Dragon Ball Z. I have read all the comics. Here's the leader card for the Frieza deck. Really pretty. I like it. Metamorphic Threat. Not a big fan of that art, though. I like the card game a lot. It's kind of fallen into the same sort of stumbling block that a lot of card games get into, is that as the longer the game's out, the harder the power creep comes out, because they want you to continue to buy packs, so they up the level of the power level of the new cards in order to make it so that you have to buy new cards in order to play. So here we've got a foil common, and it is one of the Bardock's crew. Unfortunately, I will not be playing this card in the deck, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll still... I'm not going to sleeve it, but it can go in the back there. This card, oh, I loved this card when it first came out. So one of the things I really liked about this game when I first started it was how the themes of the cards fit with the series. So we've got Krillin here, and the Goku in the set is summoned when a Krillin dies, just like in the show how he became a Super Saiyan for the first time when Krillin dies. And there's actually a leader that is powered up by having a Frieza in your, or not a Frieza, by having a Krillin in your drop area. It's fantastic. I loved that kind of thing. This card was so good at the time, and now it's really awful because 4 is a lot to pay for a card. That's the leader for the Bardock. So this is based off of, obviously, the first Bardock OVA that came out ages ago, which had a fantastic soundtrack. But unfortunately, when I watched it in theaters recently, because I did show it in theaters again, a lot of the old Dragon Ball Z OVAs, they took out the soundtrack, which was very depressing. They put it the original Japanese soundtrack, which was not as kickin' as the metal soundtrack. Super Zarbon! Here we go. Here's another SR. So this is Tenacious Spirit Son Gohan when he powers up. I believe this is after Krillin gets gored, and he is kicking Frieza's butt for a few seconds there. Not a great card, but actually not a bad card either. Not worth anything, though. I mean, I don't think any of these cards so far have been worth anything. I think the Chilai and the Frieza might be like $5, but who knows? I definitely don't. I could have looked it up, but I didn't, and I won't. For a while. I might eventually. Every time my brother sees this card, he says, "You're my son." That's what Bardock says in the episode. So, yeah, why not? Now this card was recently banned because it stops a whole deck that just came out, and it's unfortunate because it was a really good card. Ginyu. Another card that I loved because of how it mirrored what happens in the show. You could send this card to the graveyard to take control of one of your opponent's cards, like body changing. Really great. You know, we'll put... Camera down! Camera down! I've clunked the camera. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. We'll still put that in the back, because it's a foil common. A professional cameraman. I ain't. I've actually probably even said that in the past. The comments don't matter. We've got a foil in the back, as always. But is it a foil SR? Is it an SP? Oh, it's the SPR, isn't it? Yes, it is. Which one is it? I can't tell. It's Prunga. This one's kind of funny. As you can see, it's when he goes, okay, and grants their wish. This is the alt art. This is what I was talking about by alt arts. It's textured, and it's got like a little saying on it. I wouldn't say that this is really a quote, but it is a fantastic looking card. Okay. Not the one I was after, but still a good card. Try to speed this up a little bit. We're trying to get through this as quickly as we can. We're just going to start fanning. Ah, this is the Bardock I'm looking for, but I'm looking for the altar of this. Not the regular art. But yes, Final Strike Bardock. So when he's about to throw his cool-looking beam at Frieza, and it is deflected. I shouldn't say it's deflected. It's swallowed whole by his death beam. I actually did really like the reanimation that they did of that in the new movie. It looked so good. Oh, is that a foil? That is a foil Frieza spaceship. And a Wishmaker Dende. Ah, this card could be so good, but it's really not. To the back with you. So far, we are not doing great. Oh, look, there's our other feature rare, which is a garbage card, and no foil. Nothing else. It's really not a good card. Ah! I need to stop hitting my camera. I'd like to say that I'm going to stop, but that would be a lie. I'm not that coordinated. This is the Goku card I was talking about, as you can see. If a Krillin card is in your drop area, this card gets plus 5k power and double strike. Fantastic. Also, there's the slap the crap out of Frieza, which was an amazing animation. A foil Borgos. There is a chance I was thinking about playing this, but it's more of a side deck card. It's actually not a bad card, because it's a card that stops your opponent from doing specific things. So, yeah, not bad. As foils go, I was really hoping for some more Toras, though. We should get one more alt art in this pack, or booster box. Not necessarily this pack. Nope, there's our other feature rare, so we have one left. This one is actually the best one in the set. I believe it's actually still worth money because it stops your opponent from attacking with low-cost cards, which is always good. We're actually coming to the end, I think, of our super rares soon, because we've pulled quite a few already. Oh, this card was so good. It's basically like Trap Hole in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ah, I have such sad memories of this card. This card was what made the Krillin deck work, because it lets you reborn your Krillins for free if you had a Shenron leader, and then they banned it because it was so good in actual good decks, and that ruined my troll deck. Sadness. Sadness, sadness, sadness. We're getting an awful lot of Frieza leaders, I have to say. Oh, boy. This would have been so good had it been that time period, because this is a foil Purunga leader, and foil leaders are always nice. This card, surprisingly, is like $10 for a rare, just because it's such a good card, because you get to draw a card every time you reborn a green card from your drop area, which is just amazing. So that actually is going to get the sleeve treatment. Sorry about the close-up of my hand as I open these packs. Ah, there's our last feature rare. Vegeta striving to... Oh, you've fallen down, have you? You've all fallen down. Like London bridges. Nah, I'm not going to bother sleeving that one. That's garbage. It has no resale value. I only care about stuff that has a little bit of resale value. Alright. Another foil leader, but yet again, one that's not good. And there's another Tora, but that's, again, not a good Tora, so these are not going to get sleeved up. Oh, it's still a good game, like I said, and there's tons of Frieza cards in it, and for a guy who's a Frieza fan like myself, that's pretty cool. The pile of cards is getting so big. I paid effectively half price for this box. Chances of me making my money back are pretty much 0, but, you know, it's for the content. Nail. Nail. Quoting a really stupid YouTube series. this is the level of entertainment you can expect from me. Ah, oh, man, this card used to be so expensive too. I think it's worthless now, but you know what? It's a foil Frieza. Pride of place. Tora's Armband. This is another card I wanted the alt art of. It's a rare that comes as an alt art. And so does a Ginyu, actually, which is a little bit annoying, but this card went up in value by quite a bit when the new Bardock stuff got announced. So, you know, not this version, the alt art, obviously. This is like 12 cents. If it's even worth that. Do you have a second alt art yet? Nope, just another regular foil. Another Tora. We're down to our last 3 packs. Not counting the one I just opened. And there is another SR. Assimilate. I would love to have that card foil. It's such a good card. Final Showdown Son Goku. So when a Krillin card with an entry cost of 4 is KO'd, you can play this card. This is a fantastic card. It's a really, really good card. This is actually one of the only cards from the set that's actually still good. Just because it is just so effective. It ignores barrier, which is something that protects monsters from destruction. It's just so good. So we should have our other alt art somewhere in here. And no, still not. Oh, that's unfortunate. One of these two last packs has to be our alt art. One of them. I'm looking just through the viewfinder, so it's kind of hard to tell, but we'll see foiling on the side probably. There it is. I think this is it. Yep. Nope. No, it's just Prunga. This is the normal version of the Prunga card, which I don't think is actually that bad of a card either, to be fair. The Prunga card. It's fine. Let's see if I can find him back here. Where are you, Prunga? These are the two versions. Okay and not okay. I think that the Prunga SPR, which is, again, the alt art, is worth $4 or $5. So this should be an alt art. If not, we had a really bad box. Ooh, that's painful. That's just unfortunate. So we had a box with only one alt art. Ooh. However, this is a really nice foil. I think this is like a $10 foil, so I'm okay with that. I will take it with me to the bank. It's also a card used in one of my Red Frieza decks, which is really awesome. But got 2 of these though. So let's see, what did we? I'm knocking everything down. Oh no. What we all get? I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SRs. It's not bad. It's not great. I've definitely had better boxes in the past. That one was not fantastic. I mean, like I say, we only got 1 SPR, and you're supposed to get 2 in a box back then. I think we were still at 2. I'm just going through the comments off screen as I comment here. But yeah, only getting 1 is a little bit painful. That does definitely hurt a little bit. Oh, there's the foil leader I forgot to pull out. Like I say, foil leaders, although they're not from this set particularly good, they're still money. So we'll still pull them out. Bear with me as I prattle on to waste time while I'm going through these cards. Yeah, no. Only got 1 SPR. Oof. Painful. I did, however, waste money on a second booster box. But how long has this video been going on? For 20 minutes, eh? Do I dare spend time to open another? I don't know. You know what? Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm just gonna open this one off screen because I seem to have misplaced my knife. Thought I'd just put it right beside there, but it's not there anymore. That's very odd. Oh well. I have fingernails for a reason. And I'm guessing that reason probably isn't to open booster boxes, but It's neither here nor there. All right. Fast, boy, fast. No, I'm actually going to zoom out, I think, on this one because I should very much like to be able to see a bit better. So we're going to go quick. Is that a foil assimilate? No, I was excited for a second for no reason. It's kind of hard to see if they're foil through the viewfinder if I'm not looking with my eyes. Well, I mean, I am looking with my eyes, but yeah, you know what I mean. There's another one of those. That's pretty cool. Gonna have a whole playset of those by the end of this. That's a card that I think will always be good, just because as stuff comes out... Oh my goodness, another Purunga. I'm not going to bother sleeving him. Yeah, I can't be bothered at the moment. Gotta get through this. Another Krillin. Yeah, because reborning stuff will always be a thing. And drawing a card will always be good. And there we go. Ah, yeah! Yeah! That was what we were looking for. Tora's red armband. I'm going to zoom in on that so you can see its beauty. Good luck, old friend. This card is what I was looking for. I need 4. Nope, 3. Currently I have 1 in my deck. And I gave my brother 3 in the past. And he won't give them back. Which is lame. But also kind of fair. He loves Bardock. Bardock's always been his favorite character. And he loves that OVA with a passion. Oh, another Frieza. You know what? I still love this card. Regardless of whether or not the deck itself is good. And I might just put it back together because I kind of want to have every Frieza deck put together. And then I'm going to try to sell off a lot of my other Dragon Ball stuff, but just keep the Frieza stuff because, you know, for collection's sake. Just going to skip to the back. Oh, foil Jace. That'll be in the Frieza deck if I ever make it again. Also, there is a chance of something called a God Pack in this card game, where all the cards in the pack are foiled. It used to be that you get all rares with a couple of extra SRs, which was kind of like awful because the rares were usually garbage. You know what? We're getting repeats of all of our SRs. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm not going to sleeve that either. Because I don't need doubles of a lot of these SRs. They're just not that good. Is that a foil? That is a foil. That's still a good leader. This will always be a good leader. So, I'm okay with that. Iconic scene. Him going Super Saiyan for the first time. Yeah, you know what? We are getting all of the same SRs. Every single SR we've gotten so far has been a duplicate. Ooh. Don't like. I can't think of what other SRs there are in this set, though, to be fair. I mean, there's a Piccolo. You know, we're not really getting any foiled Bardock stuff. Like, I mean, we got 2, but I was really hoping for some of the other ones. As well as some foil Frieza stuff, but... Ah, okay, there we go. The first different SR we've gotten. It's a really bad one, too. The Piccolo deck in the set. No one bothered making it because it was garbage. Just straight up garbage. Nice art, though. Ah, there we go. That's a good foil. This card is amazing. So what this card's effect is when you combo with this card, if one of your blue Bardock cards is being attacked, it gets plus 5k. This card is really good. This is a card that goes in the deck. I'm really happy I got that foil. Ginyu, Mother of Goku. That card is worthy of a sleeve. That's a good foil. And as you can tell by looking at these cards, that another thing that drew me to this card game is how nice the cards look. Like, the art is great. It's crisp, it's clear, it's fantastic. This is garbage, but you get, like I said, you're guaranteed all 4 of those. They stopped doing that right after this, but for a while it was nice. Oh, there's my other SPR. Ah, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping for either the Frieza or the Bardock. But you know what? It is a really pretty card. Change! It's a really pretty looking card, I have to say. I've always... Oops. Dropped it on the table. I've always liked Ginyu, and it is really pretty. So you know what? That's fine. If I ever do decide to make the Frieza deck, That is a card that goes into it. Well, you know what? It's probably not actually going to be a card that goes into it. I'd probably go for the new actual red Frieza stuff, but whatever. You know, if we're lucky. We got 2 in this one, though, to make up for the last one, and that is a foil Future Punch. That's kind of nice. Not a card I would actually use in the deck. I was testing them, but I did take them out. Just too bad, because it feels like a really good card, but I think it's a side deck only card. We could still get a secret rare in here. This set had a much higher likelihood of a secret rare as opposed to a lot of the other sets, because it was like a side set and there was only 1 secret rare. But because of that, like I say, the secret rare doesn't hold a lot of value. But it is a Frieza card, and I love a good Frieza card. Anyways, I don't know if I finished my thought earlier where I was saying that they did the God Packs, and you used to get all rares, which was kind of awful. So they changed it so you got all foil commons, uncommons, and then SRs to make up for it in later sets, which was a nice change. I liked that change. Is that a foil? No. There's Chile. I'm not going to put her in the sleeve this time. I just don't have the patience. The video's getting long. Long! Solar Flare. I can't remember what that is in Japanese. What was it? Kaiko Ho? Maybe? I don't know. No, that was Tri-Beam's attack. Yeah, that was Tri-Beam's attack. So I think we're pretty much out of foils now, unless we get the secret rare. I think we're not getting anything else in this set except for maybe a foil common or 2. Ah, speak of the devil. And he's got horns. This is a really good card to get foil. I did not have a playset of these foil, so that is real nice. I also really like the art on that. He's got such a smug look on his face. And so he should, being Frieza. Can we be amazing and in this last pack here get the secret rare? Chances are no. But you know what? Hope springs eternal until we get to the back and I can see that it's a regular rare. Oh well. I can't be upset. Like I said, I paid half price for these boxes, so let's see, what are the big old wins from in here? Or at least the stuff that makes me the happiest to have bought this. These will be the highlights here. Our 2 final Showdown Friezas. 10 out of 10. Our Evolutionary Process Frieza. Paralysis Technique, which is a really good card for my Frieza Prison deck. And then our foil Ginyu for my Bardock deck. And then we got our 3 SPRs. Now, the Tora's Armband is my favorite one, because it's actually one I wanted. But these other 2 aren't bad. They'll probably go into my trade binder with all the others, because, you know, eventually we'll get to trade them again. But that is going right into the deck. So that's it. Thanks for joining me for this. You know, if you enjoyed the video, you know, stick around. I'll waste more money on garbage stuff. But as always, stay happy, stay healthy. And don't waste your money on blind bags, because I will do it for you. Although if you want to play card games, they are a lot of fun. But man, do they suck up your money. All right. Bye-bye.